Hi everybody, this is Carla again, and this time I'm back with another review for Gotham. This is for I believe it's episode 4 of season 2 of Gotham, titled Strike Force. Now, if my voice kind of suddenly starts getting husky, I'm sorry about that. It's just I've been coughing a lot, so I'm a little, having a little trouble with my throat, but I will try to get through this this one because this episode, I don't even really know what to say much about this episode. It's, on the one hand, like looking back on it, now that I finished watching it, it felt like a really long snooze fest. Like it felt like it wasn't giving me anything, honestly, for the most part. But I would still like to start with the one part of it that I liked, which is, of course, the addition of Michael Chiklis as Captain Barnes. I'm really like, can you imagine more perfect casting? It's just Michael Chiklis should play a cop in everything, basically. I mean, the guy is like the coolest ever. I love him, and I like that he's come in to bring strength to the GCPD because honestly, they need it. I mean, Essen was good and she was trying to do the right thing, and that's basically what got her killed. So I'm wondering if Chiklis, if Barnes is going to go the same way, or if it's all a lot of talk and not so much doing. Because you never know with these shows. So I like the idea that he's come in to, like, with a really strong arm to really make the GCPD what it's supposed to be. But is he going to? Like, is he going to actually turn out to be a dirty cop? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this is Gotham after all. But what I do like is that it's come to bring tension with Gordon, because we all know how far he's gone, to actually get things done in Gotham. Like, he was very idealistic at the beginning, but he's come to learn that sometimes you just gotta get dirty to do things. Not that I believe that, but that's what the show tries to imply. And going along with some guy who's as strong an ass, seemingly incorruptible as Barnes, is going to create a lot of tension, especially with Harvey kind of like whispering, like, remember that you did this, and remember that you did that. So that was interesting, and I also like the addition of the strike force. I get the feeling that they're going to be like mostly cannon fodder. I hope not. I hope we do get to see a little bit more of them, because I like their introductions. I thought they were pretty original, and yes, of course, I mean, they're all very idealistic, and Gotham's gonna bring them down eventually, but I hope we get to learn a little bit about them before they kick the bucket. Um, so that's nice. But apart from that, there just wasn't much that I really liked about this episode. I thought it was very boring. I don't, I mean, I like the idea, like, I understand the idea of Gallivan wanting to make himself a hero so that he can run for office and win, and become mayor of Gotham, which is basically what he told Barbara that he wanted. He wanted to, like, own Gotham again, in a sense. I just don't like him. I don't care for him. I find him very smarmy, and I find it just very easy how he's going through this. Like, it shouldn't be that easy, you know? It's, I don't know if it's because I just have this reaction, like, I just look at him and I immediately don't like him. Not that I have anything against the actor, of course, but the way the character portrays himself, I just don't like it. So it makes me feel like the people of Gotham are, like, either ridiculously blind or just ridiculously stupid. And I don't like that. I don't like it when the show makes me think this wouldn't happen in real life, because people are just not that stupid. You know what I mean? So I don't really care for Gallivan. They're setting him up to be like this major big bad in this season, and I just don't care. I really don't care. I just think everything is way too easy with him. And I don't see why people would trust him that far. I just don't. There was very little Barbara. Like, when she's not being femme fatale, she's being a maid. Or, maid in lingerie. Whatever. There was very little of her. I don't think they're using Gallivan's sister as well as they should be using. Like, come on, this woman is kick-ass. Why is she just a sidekick? I just don't understand it. I hope we get to see more of her in the future, but as of now, I just could not care less about her or her brother or, their attempts to win over Gotham. Another thing is, I get the idea that the only thing Penguin loves is his mother. And I understand that if they want to control him, they can just take his mother a hostage and just, force him to do stuff. I totally get it. But he's Penguin. Isn't he supposed to be the king of Gotham? Why did he go himself? Like, why would he even... dude, you're so distinctive. Just the way you walk is impossible to miss. Like, people will recognize you no matter what. So why would you go and kill that woman yourself? You could have just blackmailed anyone of your lesser mobsters to go and do it for you. You had Sass, for God's sake. The second murder, you sent Sass. Why didn't you just do the same for the first lady? Or, if Sass is too recognizable, just any other little mobster would have done. So I hope it's just part of a bigger plan that I'm somehow missing. Like he walked in by himself to make himself recognizable on purpose, kind of, to bring Gordon into it. I'm not sure, but right now I'm like, dude, why are you that stupid? Like, he shouldn't have done that. And then there's the whole Bruce thing. First of all, Alfred, what the hell? Dude, like, what? Reggie wasn't even a good guy, man. Obviously he was your friend and whatever, and they were trying to, like, bring back stuff from season 1, but no. Do not bring Reggie back. I don't even want to think about Reggie. That was such a bad arc. It's better if we just put it out of our minds, dude. Like, why would they even want to bring the idea of Reggie back? I don't care. We don't care about Reggie. He's dead. His death led to basically nothing, really, because, we all knew that at some point the corruption in Wayne Industries was going to come out some way, and Reggie just was the worst way possible to do it, so I don't care about Reggie at all, and I didn't even want to think about Reggie anymore, so I don't see why he brought it up, like, oh, he needs to get revenge because Reggie was so important to him. Dude, Reggie was a traitor. He betrayed you. Get over it. And then, it's not bad enough that he brings up Reggie again. He hit Selena. Yes, I know he's worried about Bruce hanging out with her and how she's a bad influence and whatever. That's great. She's still a freaking kid, dude. She's a woman, like a girl, and she's a kid. You do not just slap her. You're not her father, first of all, and you just shouldn't slap her. Like, tell her to get the freak away from Bruce. Fine, I don't care. She probably deserves it, but not physical violence, okay? That is just not the way I want to think of Alfred. That whole scene was a big mess, because, come on. First of all, what was Selena even doing there? She was just hanging, around the place where Bruce goes to school. That's it. She just wanted to hang out, knowing that Alfred wants her to stay the heck away. She knows that from season 1, so was she just there to be annoying? What was the point? And then Bruce comes out, and he's like, yeah, I don't want I don't want my classmates to know that I have a butler. Dude, you're Bruce Wayne, okay? Your last name is like the most famous last name in all of Gotham. Everybody knows who you are, okay? I think it's pretty late to be worrying about what your classmates might think of you being filthy rich. I mean, mostly because look at your freaking school, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody who goes there is filthy rich. I'm sure you're not the only kid who has a limo and a butler. So, what? It's just, why was it even important? They could have just taken that whole scene out, and it would have been exactly the same thing. Now, are they going to, like, set up some kind of kitty love triangle with Selena and, Bruce and Silver? Because that's just... I do not need that. Okay? I don't even ship him with Selena. Like, I like them as friends. I just think it's way too, like, early for Bruce to be even dealing with this. I mean, his parents just died, dude. Come on. You're trying to add drama where there doesn't need to be any drama, okay? Like, there's enough drama to Bruce Wayne that you don't need to throw in a love triangle just to make it more interesting. It's not interesting. And that girl who plays Silver, maybe it's because she's related to Gallivan or whatever. I find it hard to believe that he actually cares for that girl, so, probably just hired her as an actor or whatever. I don't care, but again, she's very smarmy. I hope she turns out to be cool, because I do think this show could use more girls, and more cool girls, and I do think it's good for Bruce to interact with other girls. I mean, Selena's okay, but he's a teenager. He should have friends. That's fine. I don't care. But just don't make it a love triangle. And maybe you can still save Silver from complete scrappy-dom, but as of this moment, I just don't like her. Not at all. Also, something I don't care for is the never-ending story of Nigma and Mrs. Kringle. Miss Kringle, whatever her name is. I don't care. I mean, Kristen Kringle, really? I find it very unappealing that she suddenly started liking him just because he saved her life. I mean, woman, come on. Have some self-respect. I just don't care. It's very pointless, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope she's actually playing him or something, and she's just trying to find out who killed her ex-boyfriend or whatever, like what happened to him. I hope so, because that would at least make her more active. It would give her more agency rather than just being that one girl who Nigma likes, and then she turns around, he does something heroic, and my hero, and she goes on a date with him. And, I just don't care. If she turns out to be double-crossing him, like, trying to get close to him to get proof that he killed her boyfriend, fine. I would totally buy that. I mean, it would actually make her seem a lot smarter than she is in my eyes right now, so I would appreciate that, but for the moment, I just don't care. Until that twist comes around, I don't care. So yeah, basically this whole episode just felt blah. There were so many scenes that I just didn't feel needed to be included at all. And what the heck was with Penguin's hair, by the way? Like, I couldn't pay attention to anything he was saying because I was just too busy staring at his forehead. Do something with his hair, please. I mean, he has the money to hire a stylist. Please, just... I don't know. I didn't like this episode. I'm very glad for the addition of Michael Chiklis. I think there are many things they can do with him. I mean, he can be corrupt, he can be straight, he can have drama with Gordon, and obviously, yeah, I mean, he's going to kick the bucket at some point too, because captains just don't last in this town. But apart from that, I just wasn't entertained. Not really. There were too many plot lines, too many scenes where I just went, why is this necessary? And that is not a good sign. I don't think this was a good episode. It felt very, very much like it was just there to fill one slot in the season, but it didn't feel like it advanced much for me. So yeah, definitely didn't like it. I hope that next week they'll be back, because they've actually been delivering quite a few good episodes this season so far. I mean, we're only number 4, so maybe when the pace picks back up, it might come back to me liking it. But as of now, I didn't really like this episode at all. Where there were very few bright spots in it. Michael Chiklis, pretty much, that was it. The rest, I just didn't care for. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts about this episode. If you guys want to see or hear more Gotham reviews, be sure to go to our website, thegeekypub.com, where we have reviews for Gotham and also lots of other TV shows, movies, books, games, you name it, we have it. So be sure to check it out. And I will see you in my next review. So bye.